All right, Instagram TV time. So today's video, what I want to discuss is why you guys, beginner lifters or any lifters in general, whether you've been lifting for 4 years, 5 years, whatever, why you can't gain. And if this comes down, this is 9 times out of 10 the reason. Now, first off, eating, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's obvious. You got to be eating enough to gain weight. Obviously, your body can't create anything out of air unless you've got some special talent. I'd like you to let me know that one. But other than that, the way you train is holding you back. I'll tell you exactly why. Too many people come to the gym, especially beginner lifters. See, I've done this myself. When I first started lifting, this was my problem. This is what kept me back throughout all my high school years. All my high school years, I did not train optimally. I did not train as good as I could have. I trained. I got a little bit out of it, but it wasn't good. If you want to gain quick, the best time you'll ever gain in your lifting career is the beginning, the start of your lifting. Once you first go to the gym, you don't know what to do. That is the most optimal time. You can make more than half of your lifetime natural gains in your first year. It's literally like being on steroids as a guy who's a more advanced lifter your first year, because you gain so quick. You can put 100 pounds, 150 pounds on lifts. I mean, there's guys that have gone from a 150, 135 pound squat at the start to a 300 pound squat in a year. I mean, me personally, even this year on my squat, I've gone from 300 to 500 pounds, just about. 500 is coming soon. And I mean, like once you train optimally, especially your first year though, you really gain fast. Like the stronger you get, the harder it gets for you to get stronger. And the reason most people don't do this, they don't see these gains, the reason I didn't see these gains is because I wasn't focusing on the most important thing that you can do. Now, it's kind of a combination of two, but the most important thing, which leads to constant growth, is something called progressive overload. So you're progressively getting stronger at whatever the hell you're doing. Now, you can do this on tricep extensions. You can do this on curls. You can do this on box jumps. I don't know, wall sit holds, like hold the wall sit longer. You can do it on all those. You can do it on push-ups. But here's what it comes down to. There's two ways usually to do this. And one, add weight, and two, add reps. You can either do it both ways. But the main thing that you can do to gain more, which a lot of people do those, I can't even talk in this video, but they do the exercises that I stated. Stuff with machines, a lot of machine work, a lot of, like, you know, lately I've been seeing on Instagram, it's the plyometric area. Like all these guys are jumping around. I see all these ads, like they're doing plyo push-ups and backflips about 80 times and calling that the newest way to work out, whatever. But the most optimal way to actually put on size and strength is through the big, heavy compound barbell movements. Squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press, rows, pull-ups. Once you start focusing on those, there's two benefits. One, they recruit the most muscle fibers. And two, they're easy to keep track of on getting stronger, the progressive overload part. See, you don't have to do a ton of reps. See, with push-ups, you can start off doing 25 a day. And also you start off doing 27 a day, 28 a day, 29, you keep going and going. Pretty soon, at some point, you'll be doing 1,000 a day. 1,000 a day. That's why when you add weight to these exercises, you save time and you recruit more muscle fibers. And these also big exercises, there's a third point. By doing these big exercises, you recruit more muscles, more body part, like more, it's easier to complete a full body workout to get to balance everything else. See, like when you do a bench press, it's not just your chest. It's your triceps, it's your front delts, it can be your core. When you do it correctly, you should be squeezing your glutes and pushing through the floor. A better example would be a deadlift. A deadlift recruits 95 to 90% of all muscles in the body. Your back, your traps, your grip, your whole lower body for sure. Your core gets worked very well. And once you do deadlifts, I mean, that's almost a full body workout in itself. Now, when you add that much weight to it, when you're able to lift as heavy as possible, you're able to recruit more muscle fibers in less time by lifting heavier weights. And it's easier to keep track of, like I said, the last point. It's easier to keep adding weight. It's easier to keep track of, because when you add 5 pounds to the bar and keep doing 25, say you do 25 reps, 5 by 5 per workout. You do 25 reps per workout. When you keep track of your weight, it's way simpler to keep on progressing, making sure, knowing that you're progressing, than it is doing 1,000 reps. Or like, you know, when it comes to plyo push-ups, it's hard to keep track of that stuff because, for one, the faster you do a rep, the better, because the more muscle fibers it takes. So when you're doing plyo push-ups and you're doing like 100 a day, and you keep track, like if you don't keep adding push-ups, it gets harder to gain. So when you're in the gym and you're not gaining, but you're keeping the weight the same on these cable machines and doing dumbbell curls with the same weight and same rep scheme day after day without adding anything else to the body for the body to keep adapting, you're not going to grow. Now, I say, personally, the best way to get big quicker is to go away from all the machine work and start working on the big, heavy lifts, compound lifts, and focusing on getting stronger, adding more weight to it. Because when you add 100 pounds to your bench or your squat or your deadlift, there's going to be a lot of changes in muscle mass. You're going to get bigger. It's just literally how it goes. And also you'll be killing two birds with one stone here, because you're hitting multiple, they're called compound movements, because they recruit more than one muscle group to move the weight. Like I said, bench press, chest, triceps, front delts, it's a core lift too. Overhead press, same thing. You know, that's why they're called compound movements, and they provide athleticism. Also, if you're an athlete trying to gain size, this is how you have to be lifting, because it adds athleticism. It teaches the body how to work in one. Like doing a squat, for instance, it moves you through a full plane of motion. It's literally mimicking a jump. And the stronger you get at squat, the faster you're going to be, the higher your vertical is going to be. And it really just comes down to that, guys. So the main thing is, if you're struggling to gain, the fastest way to gain is to stop doing all this little weird stuff and adding in all this and focus on getting stronger at these big lifts. Really drop out some of the stuff. I mean, isolation work has its place, but really make that your main focus. All right, guys, thanks for watching. This was a long video. Hope it helped. Have a good one.